Hey guys, welcome to pretty much what I'm going to do a little preview of before I do a day one stream of the remaster tomorrow of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, the GameCube game that pretty much defined my childhood. God, I can't wait to see the updates they made to it. Anyway, yeah, this is the original GameCube. This is pretty much the original GameCube version, and I was a little conflicted, but you guys voted. You said first 3 dungeons, so yep, and yeah, there's a surprise for some of you. You can tell what's my favorite Digimon season if you haven't already known. Yes, I just made 4 characters in it because yeah, why not? Even though I'm only used 1 for this. This is my favorite part of the Teamverse cast. What do you do about it, people? Yeah. Honestly, like this. Oh my god, I can't remember how I got this game. I remember I got it somehow, though, when I got a GameCube, and I was just really fascinated by it. I legitimately don't remember how I got this game originally, but this was such an amazing game. I really love the beauty of it, but God, trying to do the co-op on it was just hard. Even as a kid, it was expensive. And to find people to play with you was not easy. Yeah, considering the remaster's gonna change some things already, a little bit of a thing here. Is no, we're not gonna do the tutorial. We're not going to do the tutorial. We'll do the tutorial when we do the remaster, because I want to see if they change anything in there. Even if it is very minor. Yeah, like, for those who don't know, this game is single player on its own, but it's one of the few games that can use the Game Boy Advance link cable adapter. What? There we go. And in order to do multiplayer, you needed 4 of those and 4 Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Advance SPs. This would then involve using 5 screens, pardon me, where pretty much you'll be looking at the screen like I'm looking at, and every other player will be looking at their GBA screen for item management and just mainly item management and any extra info like where hidden treasures are, where the enemies are, what the enemy's stats are, etc. The remaster is already going above and beyond to change that by obviously online play. The best way they need to do it. And I know some people are upset about no local, but I've been watching videos more and more about it, and apparently the development team couldn't find a way to make it work without hindering the game play, or alternate a way that it would still hinder it, is the best way I can put it. No, hindering the gameplay is just the flow of the game. Is just the simplest way to put it. Because if I was doing this multiplayer, I could theoretically press Y, and this menu would not show up. It would be on my GameCube. My character would instead be like standing still on the screen doing nothing, and I could just then fiddle around with my menu while I while the others just do things, and I'm just standing there. It really doesn't disrupt the flow of the game. It keeps things flowing nicely, and that's something I actually liked about that game's multiplayer. Okay, wrong button. So yeah, I really couldn't figure out a way, and I know Switch has the capability, but that's the problem. Switch is the only one that does. PS4 doesn't, the iOS and Android, which I don't get why, on those, they don't have it either. If anything, it's a crying shame to me that they did not go on Steam as well, but maybe in the future. Yeah. Furthermore on those, the only thing I will say that I will give flack for over the online only that I looked up is apparently, I don't know which versions it is, but some of them you need like 2 friend codes to play online, which is kind of a little silly, and it being region lock, which in this day and age when internet play is moving further and further away from region locked playing, yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Region lock's probably one of the few things I will agree with people they should have not done. Oops. Oh, wow, I still got him. I'm the one that, I don't know, I'm one of the people that saw it coming that, yeah, this was going to be likely online only. It was not going to support local play, very likely. I'd be surprised if it did, but I was not holding my breath. But, I don't know, I'm not too bothered. I'm probably one of the few that's not too bothered by the lack of online local play. I've been doing my research, and I can understand why the development team made the hard decision. It was not easy to go through, I can tell, but it really is for the best, especially in the current state of the world. So that sounds like a little bit of a negative subject to start off with, but really, to put things back on track, this game is gorgeous already from the beginning. Like, I really like the graphics in this game. I really love the music. It's really a gorgeous game. It's just hard to do the co-op. And hey, Demonican, I see you in there. Yeah, like, I mainly play this game single player, and yeah, I can admit it does get a little dull playing a single player sometimes, but I still enjoyed the single player experience, even though I enjoyed the times I did multiplayer more, just because of the shenanigans that went down. This game definitely is fun multiplayer, like really fun, and I'm glad the remaster is taking strides to make it less expensive. To me, like, that is still a win no matter what. Oops, I missed my timing there. Come on. Got them both. Ow. That was worth it. I don't know, like, for those that have actually played this game, like I have during their childhood, like, what are some of the memories you had in this game? This is mainly, like, me gushing over this game and showing you experience of the first 3 dungeons before the remaster comes out, because even if you don't have the money to buy the remaster, they are releasing a light version for you. It's basically a demo that contains the first 3 dungeons in the game. And while that may be like a stopping point for you at least give you a good taste before you want to buy the game. And if you have a friend that actually has the full game, hey, you can connect online with them while you have the light version, play through the dungeons that they have available to them, even though you who haven't bought the full game yet. I see, so I keep forgetting sometimes, like, you probably got this game when you were like a teenager while I was still a kid. Or probably in your 20s. I got this, like, the light version, you can just connect with someone that has online. You can access the other dungeons and any goodies you get from that adventure online, you'll get to keep when you buy the full game. So you don't need to worry about, like, oh, I'm going to lose this ultimate sword weapon because when I get the full game. This is not good. No, you get the ultimate weapon that you get because you play with someone online and manage to get the stuff that needed to make it, and it's yours to keep even when you get the full game. To me, that is still genius design, to let a demo transfer data over and play with people online that have the full game, even if you don't have it yet. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna deny, this is a lot better multiplayer. I still enjoyed the single player experience, but it was harder for me to get multiplayer because I couldn't meet up with my friends constantly after school who to play it. I knew only like maybe two or three friends, only about 2, rarely 3 friends that had GBAs. And even when I had a brother, he had his own GBASP. I'm gonna be blunt, he got a lot more angry than I usually do at games. And I know that might sound surprising from what you guys have seen of me, but he got so angry that he'd slam things on the ground, controllers, and his Game Boy Advance SP on hard surfaces a lot, that it could be risk at breaking. I really hate to say stuff about him like that, but I'm sorry. Hey bro, it's true. You really got a lot more angry at games than I ever did. That kind of made it harder to experience this game multiplayer a lot. I think as far as we got was like year 3, maybe year 4 in multiplayer. I don't know. For those of you that did play multiplayer, if you remember, like, what was the furthest year you made it to? That's actually something I'm curious to know. I know there's some people that finished the entire game multiplayer, and to that I say congrats. But to me, I want to pretty much base run from the beginning. I made it only as far as like year 3 or 4. I did beat the final boss multiplayer, but that was because I transferred my character to a friend's file to help them out against the final boss because they were having such a hard time, and I knew the final boss better than them. So yeah, I guess some people are gonna say like, oh, so you cheated your way to fight the final boss. If you want to put it bluntly, yeah, I kind of cheated, but that was more so because I wanted to help, not because I just wanted to get to him faster. It was an unintentional effect. You are, have a lot of bad memories of you, despite you being the easiest boss in the game at first, but good lord, later on, you are a nightmare. Ow. Oops, I walked into that one. Can I get my normal speed back? Thank you. Nope. Ow. Ooh. Ow. I don't need your help right now, Mog. I can do this on my own. Shit. We're fine. I think that little slow spell can't be shaken up. There we go. And one memories I actually have of playing this when I was a kid was I got lost a lot in the first 3 dungeons. I could not figure out that there was a boss. I just kept exploring the area and then leaving. I did not know that there was a boss I could get to, so I ended up finding this guy as my second boss in the game. Again, I was like a really stupid kid back then. Ow. By stupid kid, I kind of mean like I played as a little T that was the run in and beat them up character, and I kind of went try to go magic only. Yeah, that was not smart of me. Granted, I am smarter now. I know how the builds work. I know how each of the tribe characters work. So, once Remastered comes and I go Lil T again, I'm only really using spells as tools or healing. Oof, that was a bad move. Okay. I keep forgetting that happens if I actually try to focus attack right into that slow bubble. He just knocks me on my ass. That! Oh god. I had that coming. Yeah, giant crab really easy. Yeah, I'm gonna only show you guys the first 3 dungeons in the game, so that you get the full experience of what you can experience in the light version for those that can't get it. I can't get the full game yet, that is. I'll pretty much be going technically blind into the remaster. That's because I don't know too much of what to expect in the terms of aside from like voice acting and their better graphics. I don't know what else I'm gonna be able to expect, like how much easier they're gonna make probably magic fusion and such. Wow, they gave me inflict damage. That's probably the easiest to get. Pocket. See, like, if you guys could remember, like, what was the furthest year you've made it to through co-op, if not beat the entire game via co-op? I'm really looking forward to Remastered and being to actually finally beat this game co-op. Oh, you never played it. Yeah, well, there's... Hopefully you'll be able to get a chance to... With the... Hopefully you'll be able to get a chance to via the remaster. Oh! Year 5. That means... You... Ooh, you actually... I think, unless I'm remembering wrong, I think you actually made it to the point that you could actually... theoretically... go to the final boss. Because I think, if I'm correct, the quickest run is like year 5, I want to say. The quickest like run of this game is to year 5. You need a certain element to get right there is all I know. To get to the final dungeon. Anything like this one has like you get 3 more and you can finally use the you can't use port tippy by year 3 yet, but you can use one of the other ports by year 3. I also forgot to do this. And year 4, you can use sales. Actually, one of the harder areas in the game, and yeah, by year 5, you can actually go fight the final boss if you know how. Which I admittedly did not know how. No, when I first played this game and had to get a guidebook to learn how. And I'm not going to say how because I know people are going to be getting the remaster soon, so I want them to experience it blind. Also, something funny I actually heard people say for this that did not cope. Apparently, they could throw the Chocolates down. I did it in a way to make sure I was safe. In a way that it would be trapped in there, and it will continue pushing them out away from the Chocolates and just die. That is like, wow. The most evil of trolling I've ever heard for this game. Just, wow. Who in their right mind would do that? That's not even funny trolling. That's just bad trolling to me. Wait, seed. Garbage seed. See, I know that I don't need the gloves. I don't need the seed. Let's do a little bit of a stupid thing like that, just for a little bit of extra money. Because I hate Selkie merchants with a passion. Cheapskates. Cheapskates. Ah. I bought iron here. I bought bronze instead of saving for the iron. I'm an idiot. No, I can still use this to make a small. Store of cash. Yeah, like, still amazing that I've been waiting for this remaster so long, and it's already almost here, just one day away. My pre-order is set to download tomorrow around 9. So you're definitely going to be able to see that. This game's just fantastic. love the... Ow. Ow. I love the beauty of this game. It's gonna look even prettier in HD. Ah! Let's see, do I have... yes, I do. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Thank you, that's what I... Actually... Actually, because I know there's flying enemies, I should probably have that on instead. Like, little early advice, flying enemies susceptible to gravity, you can bring them down. Holy has some other purposes, but I'm not going to say that because we're not encountering those type of enemies for a good while. You won't be encountering those enemies for a good while in this game. I remember being a young idiot and those type of enemies giving me hell. Hey, there's another question I guess I can ask you. Like, what was your first experience with, like, of which tribe you used? Because there's Clavat, the one I'm playing as for this preview. Before the demo is not demo. The remaster it comes out before the remaster comes out tomorrow. And then there is Clavat being the jack of all trades. Then there's Lil T, who I played before, and I'm gonna play again via remaster. The pure offense. Yuke the magic build. Ow. No, I know what you're gonna do. And Selkie the more fast focus attack build. Guys, a bit of a jack of all trades. I know that everyone had their own taste of which one they wanted to go. They wanted to try when they were kids, because they didn't know when they first played. I meant not when they were kids. Well, sometimes when they were kids, but point is, like, you likely didn't know how they worked at first unless you read the instruction booklet. And even then, you more so experimented. So I'm curious what people's experience with the tribe they picked. So I told mine, like, I was an idiot and tried to go magic with a physical beater. How stupid I was. Ow. Well, that might have been the difference. Like, I was not at the time that I purchased Nintendo Powers constantly, because I was still in elementary when I played this, so I didn't purchase, like, Nintendo Powers until I think I was in, I want to say, I don't actually remember. I think it might have been, like, 5th grade, second time in 5th grade, close to junior high. I know that the Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was coming out soon. That's how much I know. But I don't remember seeing this in a Nintendo Power. So I likely did not get the Nintendo Power before then. That is adorable, though, Monica, with the... And I almost think I know the reason you went for Selkie, especially if you made a female Selkie. I'm not judging you. Some of my friends I know did the same thing. That failed, but okay. I knew it. That's why I said I wasn't judging. I was fake judging. Okay, let's see, can I actually do what I would love to do? Yes, I can. Excellent. I love the haste spell, it's so good. I'm gonna admit, the haste spell, thanks to, like, getting more adjusting to Lil T's pure offense. The haste spell is one of the tools I just love using with them, because what's better than already high-powered attacks? Faster high-powered attacks. Only downside is it takes a while to charge up that spell with them, but it's a loss I have to deal with if it meant hitting faster and harder. Yep, signature Marlboro, the actual first boss I fought when I first played this game. Oh, the fun moments I remember this guy with for co-op. Mainly because every time he inhaled, when we had the choppers down like this, we'd always like go, oh shit, run over and grab the chop, having to... Oh god, that was... How'd that not hit me? We panicked, basically, whenever he pulled the chopless over. Oh yeah, that is true. Because I think some of the focus attacks abilities have are multi-hit. Most Selkies do have some focus attacks that are multi-hit, but most of the focus attacks I've seen from the others are usually single hit. I don't know. not gotten really a lot of the weapons yet. But I am hoping for the remaster to actually get the ultimate weapon for Lil T. Yeah, something that I'm sure a lot of people know is this game does have a cycle system. I did say year 5 is the fastest you can beat the game, but most people, myself included, do prefer sometimes the full 14-year or beyond run. That lets you do all 3 versions of the dungeons over for the span of before fighting the final boss. Oh god. I panicked seeing this thing as an early boss, seeing as these things named after Cigarette's brand were usually endgame enemies in most other games. That is true. It's kind of interesting that this thing was considered the second boss of the game. Yet it's still just as easy as the giant crab, and well, giant crab is a lot harder on cycle 3. Basically, the myrrh we collect after we beat each boss takes 2 years to recharge. So by year 3, I'll be able to fight this guy again and get myrrh, but he'll also be a lot stronger. Each boss has a 3rd cycle they go to, a cycle 2 and a cycle 3 they go through. Cycle 3 being their highest at the peak of their power and all their abilities unlocked. I'll leave any new abilities they have for you to find out when you play the remaster, because I want you guys to be surprised like I did. Like, I remember running to this guy cycle 3, not knowing what he was capable of, and when I saw the new technique I had, I was like, wait, what the shit? And died in 1 hit. It took me off guard. I did not expect him to have that move. Okay, I did not swear because I was a kid, but that was kind of the reaction I had. Goodbye. Still, out of all the cycle type bosses, none has given me like horrifying memories like giant crab. Sorry. Yep. Gonna also say early to some of you people, don't ditch the journal as being useless. Try to remember what's... You don't have to remember right away, but try to remember what's gonna be in there for the long run, because you're gonna probably need it. Especially once you go to the final boss. Plus, I actually like the journal of how it's a Wow. That is the problem, though, for this. I'm wondering how the remaster is going to fix this. Because you're not going to know, unless you plug in a GBA to port number 4 of the GameCube for single player, you're not going to know what your bonuses are. In multiplayer, you'll always know what your bonuses are. I just didn't mention it last time because I actually got a really good one for the first one. But this one's like, yeah, how was I supposed to know not to use focus attacks without a port in my GBA? And the reason I don't have one plugged in is because not because you can't see it, but because my Game Boy Advance SP charger cables are all dead. And I am in no mood to buy another one at the current moment. So, unfortunately, my SP is going to probably remain dead forever. Plus, I have the Game Boy player, so why bother with an SP right now? Especially since I'm kind of going to be playing the remaster over this original one again. I'm really wondering how they're going to fix the point system, though. I like it, but I would like to see how they make it better integrated for single player. Okay, let's see. Wait, don't I already have bronze armor? Yeah, bronze plate, that's my armor. So really what I need is that iron shield, the novice weapon. I'm not really gonna be using those, so I'm gonna just sell them. I always found it interesting this town had an armor blacksmith and a weapon blacksmith, but in other towns, it was just a generic blacksmith that did everything. I haven't really visited other towns in a long time to... Damn. Short on cash? Oh, wait, actually. Ooh, please tell me. So close. gonna hope I can find something here that can... Now this is the part I know that you can actually go to that later on that will take you across to the other side. Am I not going to really get the novice weapon? Okay, creepy old man. I'm gonna be really hating on doing this, but I would like that new weapon. The next area is not... The final of the only 3 dungeons is not hard, but I just love having better equipment. Oops. And you might be thinking like, oh, in a little thing like you might be thinking, oh, there's another My Eyes stream. Can I just go there and see what's beyond here? And it's an Earth miasma stream. I tried to do this when I was a kid, and I was like, let's go across this miasma stream and actually see what's here, and let's go right through. Here we go, right into the stream, and it blew me out. So, yep, you can only cross them if you have the same element. I tried that as a kid, and I could not get through. I didn't understand why at first. And unfortunately, there's nothing in this game that gives you Earth element this early. So yeah, you're locked into these 3 only. Deciding a decision that was actually kind of smart, because the next parts later on are actually, whoa boy, hard. Well, not really hard, but they're a lot tougher than these 3. Okay, that's actually a cool focus attack. Also, I love having Cure on the very bottom just because I can then go whoop, 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 whoop. It's kind of like how in Chain of Memories you'd like having the zeros at the bottom of your deck, so you can just cycle to them really fast. Yeah, I'm actually going to do a... I keep forgetting. Can I actually do polls? Forgetting. Can I actually... No, I cannot do polls via on here. Via on my Streamlabs, so nope. Oh, thank God. Oh, wait. I moved out of the way, and I didn't even realize I did. That was easy. Yeah, like, the one thing I also love, I would say, is like how each music fits the theme of the dungeon you're in, or the area you're in, or just anything. So you can listen to the track, you're like, it really feels like you're in a mine. I really love the music choice they went with this game. The entire soundtrack of Crystal Chronicles is fantastic. I heard people say, like, the remastered tracks are horrible. I've not heard enough of it yet, aside from what I heard on trailers, to really say that. So I would rather want to play the full game before I decide if I like the original or remastered better, as in terms of music. Gameplay and graphic wise, oh yeah, remastered's gonna beat it out. And I'm looking forward to the new dungeons they've added in. Ah, my guy ran into that bomb like a fool. What the hell were you doing, Mog? Trying to kill me? You... yeah, that's... Mog's AI is kind of weird. I don't really rely on him for spell fusion, because spell fusion is just like that. You have to get the timing right. If I cast it the same, sometimes he will not do the spell you want. Like, I'm gonna actually try and demonstrate something. Let's see, do I have one of the fire? That will work. Let's unfuse fire for a sec. Okay, I'm gonna try and do the timing for Firaga. This is one of the harder spells to actually do. Just to show you how hard it is to do in this game. Be it multiplayer with Mog. No. Ah! I didn't at least get fast enough to tell him no. See, like, he did Blizzard instead, first off. He will always do Blizzard, Thunder, or Fire. Now, you could go to a Moogle house and paint him red to increase the chance of fire, but I think that doesn't always guarantee he will. It just increases the chance and make it more likely. And even then, the timing is very tricky, if I remember correctly. It is not an easy spell to do. That is something I'm curious about too. I'm hoping they improve it, but I also fear the lag instance. But thankfully, it'll probably be like, I don't know how it's gonna work. Probably like private servers instead of like their own run servers. I don't know. I know you can only play up to 3 friends. So games are gonna be limited. It's not gonna be like some games where 8 can join, but it's gonna be interesting to see how the online is gonna fare lag-wise, considering that it's cross-play. So some cases it's gonna probably be better internet, some connection than others, probably depending on both the console and the person's net connection. It's gonna be an interesting case. I'm gonna see how it works. Still kind of wish they could have released this game on Steam as well. I still rest it'll be perfect on there. Well, not perfect performance-wise maybe, but it's a perfect place for people to easily play on it. I don't know, maybe they'll test it out first with the 4 they picked, and then maybe they'll add a Steam port later on. I don't know, we've yet to see. And I keep forgetting how tired Mog gets. How fast he gets. And while I could explain the story, like it's a very simple story, and it's one I feel like it's fun to explore the lore within this world for the story than just it being told to you. 'Cause that's what this game does, really. Like, you learn more about the story as you interact with the characters and go to these dungeons. like the things that happen. Like this place basically used to be a mine, you know, that the little T's used to mine out iron ore for their weapons and armor. And they abandoned it after it became overrun by orcs. I did skip it over because I'd like people to hear the narrations first time when they go play it in the remaster. And I am going to show the narrations in the remaster to see if they're any different. Even though they're probably not going to be. But I just really love how simple yet well told this game's story is. The basic premise, though, everyone needs to know is that miasma flooded the world. Hurls, we the crystal man have to collect myrrh from myrrh trees in our village using our crystal travelers to give our crystal more life for another year. If our crystal dies, the village will be flooded by miasma and everyone will die. And this ring of protection protects us from miasma, because if we step out of it, oh no, we're being poisoned by miasma and dying. I'm also a member for co-op. Every single person that's never played this game before and plays it with me always runs out of the circle at first, like charging head first into battle. I'm like, get back in the circle. Get back in the circle where it's safe. It's like every time I have to say it. It never fails to surprise me how many people just run out of the circle. From what I read, like, integrating the circle within the story of the game actually was part of the design choice that they made to pretty much make people, like, prevent people from rushing on ahead to take care of tasks and yet still stay together to work together. Circles are for squares. That's funny, dude. Okay, that's really good and funny. Yeah, I still stand. I like the concept they went with. It's like the circle really does force you to stay together as a group while not hindering your teamwork, because you could. One person could be running off on their own, get swarmed by enemies while the others are taking their slow time catching up to you, and you could die. This one forces you to stay together at all times. So it's either you work together or you die together. Take your pick. Man, I'd rather we work and survive together than die together. Isn't that the point of a good co-op? Oh, wait. Some people like killing me in co-ops. Even though I've admittedly struck blood first with them. Though I can't remember which game that was. The coming boss, though, I actually have some funny memories with it. Let's see. Not gonna bother going to the Moogle houses though, because I'm not gonna be playing this file once the remaster comes out. Sadly, I don't think not many of my online friends. I don't know how many of my online friends that I probably would like to hang out with in person sometime still have a GBA, or if not have one at all. And by have a GBA, I mean a working GBA. I'm sure that those things have life expectancies. Like how many times you can keep playing it by putting new batteries in, or how many times you can keep charging its batteries. No, don't want... No. Give me my life spell back so I can actually put a slow spell on here. Well, that's one person I know that has one still. Because honestly, if we ever met, Damon, I wouldn't mind playing this with you co-op. Even though I'd be still playing the remaster more, obviously. Yeah, I still got him. Ow. Not a single boss can be slowed or stopped in this game. Ow. Ow. Yeah, the Orc King. I love his flashy entrance that I skipped, unfortunately, before him. And I love what he does once he hits like very low HP. Ow. Ow. What the? What? I didn't expect that. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's freaking out! Ow. Hey, buddy. Ow. I've never seen that before in all my time playing this, but that is just hilarious, Demonican. But it makes sense because boss creatures are this big usually. There's never been a small-ass boss creature. And his HP is almost out. Ow. And his suicide attack of blowing up. Can I kill him before he blows up? First time I saw this, I freaked out, didn't know what to do, ran as far as away I can into a corner, didn't even defend, somehow lived with like 1 HP. But even then, very easy to kill him before he blows up. I did not learn that even when I was still young, but it was still funny to see. The first time I've seen people do that, the first time I did that boss co-op, quite literally, my brother was like fighting him still. It's like, what are you doing? Run to a corner, run to a corner, run to a corner. He kills him before we even get far enough away while I'm panicking. They give you plenty of time to kill him. I think the only tribe that absolutely cannot kill him fast enough is the Ukes. At least if they're using regular attacks. Magic, you still need to aim on him. But then again, Ukes have that stupid OP defense. The funny thing is, like, some of the stuff I'm saying is what the character Rika would not actually probably say until near the end of Tamer, so. She was actually a real character. She'd want to kick me in the head. Hey, another inflict damage. Hmm. Yeah, we'll get another heart. Why not? Like I said, you just simply need 3 drops of myrrh and that ends the year. typo, and I just threw a poll. Hopefully people can see that. I did say it was it, but I'm just curious. It went a lot faster than I was expecting. But I forgot how easy these first 2 dungeons were. And regardless, the next stream will be longer for the remaster. Man, I remember my journal being already long by the time I finally got to this scene my first time. Hey guys, is the actual ceremony scene lagging because there's so many character models on screen? Is it actually lagging because there's so many character models on screen? I don't think I've noticed that before. Even the journals tell a story as they are venturing around and seeing new places. This game really knows how to actually make you feel a part of this. Oh, that's true, Demonican. Yeah, I love how this game makes you part of the story. I wonder if this would have lagged if I actually made characters different tribes, though. I'm actually curious. Is it just because I have 4 clavats, so all the models are the clavats? Or would it not matter? Zip. And then it tells you like you're on year 2, and it shows you the change of the miasma streams. They change every year. They always cycle in the same order. So year 1 we had a water, earth, wind, and fire miasma stream. This year we have a fire, water, earth, and wind. Year 3 we would have wind, fire, water, and earth. Even though it wouldn't matter because we can actually, I believe, access all the miasma streams already. Though I don't think there's any earth ones where the around the area where the wind is blocking. I don't think that. So there is by the time you can actually go to that area. And by year 4, it will pretty much be the earth, wind, fire, and water, which means you then, by year 4, you can access any area easily. And by year 5, you should be able to, if you know what to do, by year 5, you should be able to get the one element that will allow you to completely ignore this whole system. There is benefits to having certain elements, like fire makes you more immune to being burned, water makes you more immune to being frozen, wind makes you more immune to being paralyzed, and earth makes you more immune to being petrified or poisoned, one of the two. But basically by year 5, if you know how to get a very special element, you can bypass all of this, even though it gives no benefit. As, of course, if you can pay attention to the hints that they throw at you to... If you can pay attention to the hints they throw at you for each one. Oh, hello. We don't have anything to make for accessories. We don't have anything for weapons, of course. Yeah, the one thing I'm hoping, though, especially for the remaster, is the 4 useless jobs, trade jobs in this village. Will they do something to make them better? Because I think this one is Miller. This one is Miller. Miller! Complete, utter, or is this, no. Or is this actually Farmer? I think this is Farmer, actually. Farmer, kind of useless because... you can send your family seeds and they'll actually plant them for you. So it's like Farmer just does this probably in greater numbers, but who really cares when your family can already plant food seeds for you? And you're like, well, there's the wheat seed that gives you wheat. Okay, what does wheat do? Nothing. Okay, pointless. And then there's, I think, this one's Fisherman. It's like, okay, they catch fish. Woot. Only little teas really benefit from fish because it gives them more offense temporarily. And then no, this one's Farmer. The other one was Miller's, right? And Miller's complete garbage because, like, just send them a wheat seed, they give you bags of flour, which does nothing. And Butcher here, which just gives you meat and I think milk if you send them a cow. And like, okay, big deal. Later on in the game, you can buy a cow for your family, and it's practically the same thing, maybe in lesser value. And again, only loyalties really benefit from meat. I really question why there's 4 good job trades for your father, and there's 4 garbage ones. Because really the only good ones is blacksmith, tailor, alchemist, and merchant. That's it. And no one, so we're gonna end early then. I've shown them before. I wanted to see if people wanted to see 3 more, but nah. We'll end early. And here's also actually an important bit that he's saying here. He mentions of a young fool who tried to rid the world of miasma. You'll learn about that young fool more deeper into the game. But the journey to actually pretty much beat the fight, discover the meaning behind that is pretty much part of the adventure. Yeah, that's just playing this. That's the one thing I hope. I'm curious how they're gonna fix the fusion thing. I'm curious how they're gonna fix the point system for at least single player, and especially since they're gonna have GPAs to tell you what point 1 you're going for. I'm hoping they fix those 4 garbage trade jobs for your father in the village. And I'm just really curious with the experience. But yeah, this game for the GameCube still holds up pretty well. There's still a good amount of faults, I would definitely say. Single player can get boring on your own from time to time. Multiplayer is a breeze, but hard to go together. I'm really excited for the remaster. But it's unfortunate, to be honest, but there's not really much I can do about it here. I don't think 3 more dungeons are going to add a lot of more time for it. So we are going to end early this one. Tomorrow night will be the remaster around 9:30 after it's done downloading. It'll be a blind experience. And Saturday, hopefully more Digimon World 4, if I can finish the grinding for there. As we will just do the last 2 side quests and then close it up. And Sunday I'm going to be attempting a new randomizer run of Mega Man X. Hopefully not an Impossible Seed. So thank you all for joining this preview experience before the remaster of how this game was before then. Let's see how the remaster is. I can't wait. Thank you all again, and good night, everyone. And let's prepare for the return of an even better journey of this game. Farewell.